Living by the side of the road on the edge of the town of Erepti, Aisha Mohammed says members of her family have died of hunger.
There is not enough food and drink, and we do not have enough clothes, blankets. We expect God first, and then the government to help us.
Aisha is one of more than 5 million people in Ethiopia displaced by the conflict, struggling to hold their lives together. Aid trucks pass along the road where she lives, travelling from the neighbouring Djibouti to Ethiopia's Tigray region. The Famine Early Warning System Network, a US agency tracking food insecurity, says Tigray could be in a state of famine. A humanitarian blockade to Tigray means access for food aid is restricted, while a fuel restriction on the region makes it difficult to distribute food to remote areas. Many Afar residents that spoke with VOA expressed dissatisfaction, saying they were not receiving enough aid, while Tigray, which the Afar administration is at war with, is.
Humanitarian aid goes to our enemies, and we look at it as a sad thing. They haven't been given any aid for a whole month. We notice the aid goes to Tigray while we are hungry.
These are the graves of people who lived in the makeshift camp in Erepti. The smallest grave belongs to a child less than a year old. Residents say some of them died of starvation. VOA was unable to independently verify the accounts. A non-profit in Afar says difficulties associated with the recovery from the conflict with Tigray and a historic drought are combining to create a deadly crisis for the region.
From the humanitarian position, we would really implore them to declare a drought, because, I mean, what we're doing is very little for the community and very insignificant compared to the need. So we're having to go into a community and choose those who may die in the next 2 to 3 weeks and then leave the rest to go down the hill.
The Afar Regional Administration did not respond to a request for comment on its decision not to declare a drought. The UN's World Food Programme told VOA via email WFP delivers food assistance to 650,000 people in Afar. This is as per our mandate requested by the government. We deliver in Erepti. We do not deliver in locations or to people who the government doesn't request our support for. A report by the Emergency Nutrition Coordination Unit in Afar says 1.3 million people are in need of food aid, however. In a July 26 report, the state-funded Ethiopian Human Rights Commission called for an intervention in regions affected by the drought and blamed lack of early warning for much of the devastation. The report did not cover the Afar region, however. It focused on the southern part of the country.
There are already a number of displaced persons and refugees in the Somali region, and that's so it's a heavy burden on the region, but also nationwide. And we certainly hope that the report will mobilize further attention to it and further action.
Aisha says the situation for her and her family remains desperate. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Erepti, Ethiopia.